Some people contend that the idea of the Trinity proves Christianity is illogical and inconsistent. Can the Trinity be explained in any rational and meaningful way? Yes, it can. Let's see how. The basic idea for the Trinity looks like this. Number one, the Bible teaches that God is one in nature. Number two, the Bible teaches that the Father is one personality of God. Number three, the Bible teaches that the Holy Spirit is one personality of God. Number four, the Bible teaches that Jesus, the Son, is one personality of the Godhead. Conclusion, the Bible teaches that God is composed of three personalities in one nature. Let's explore each premise. First, the Bible teaches that God is one. Deuteronomy 6:4 states, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one." Malachi 2:10 says, "Have we not all one Father? Has not one God created us?" But if the Bible clearly teaches that God is one, how can He be three at the same time? The key here is to understand the difference between the idea of nature and personality. Those who reject the idea of the Trinity are forced to equate those two, when in reality they're very different. The word nature means the inherent character or basic constitution of a person or thing. Essence. The word personality means a recognizable, distinct entity that has mind and desire. So, what is the nature of God? Well, we look in the Bible and see that God's nature is eternal, and God's nature is unchangeable, and God's nature is morally perfect, and God's nature is love. Only God is eternal. Only God is unchangeable. Only God is infinite in love. Therefore, when we identify any person with this nature, that person must be an aspect of the one true God. Now, let's look at the second premise. The Bible teaches that the Father is one personality of God. The Father's deity is virtually undisputed. This is the case because there are so many verses in the Bible that identify God in the personality of the Father. For example, 2 Peter 1:17 mentions God the Father. Jude 1 is written to those who are called, sanctified by God the Father. So the Godhead has one unified nature, and God the Father is one personality of God. The third premise is the Bible teaches the Holy Spirit is one personality of God. Because of the way many people view the term spirit, the Holy Spirit's often misunderstood. Some refer to Him as an it. The Scriptures, however, are clear that the Holy Spirit is a personality of the Godhead in the same way as the Father and the Son. And one way to know this is that the Bible explains that the Spirit is eternal in Hebrews 9:14. Since only God is eternal in nature and the Holy Spirit is eternal, then He partakes of the nature of God. In addition, the Bible paints a consistent picture that the Holy Spirit is a person. The Scriptures state that the Holy Spirit can talk to people using language that those people can understand. In Acts 8:29, we read that the Spirit said to Philip, "Go near and overtake this chariot." The Holy Spirit is God and has all the traits of a person. Fourth, the Bible teaches that Jesus, the Son, is one personality of God. Some have contended that even though Jesus is the Son of God, that doesn't mean He was equal to God. However, the Bible explicitly refers to Jesus as God. The prophet Isaiah stated that the Messiah was going to be known as Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. When we turn to the New Testament, we see that Jesus was the Messiah described by Isaiah. The Messiah is mighty God. Jesus is the Messiah. Therefore, Jesus is mighty God. Thus, we understand Jesus is the third personality of the Godhead. We can never fully understand the Godhead. As the Apostle Paul so eloquently wrote, "Oh, the depth and the riches, both of the wisdom and the knowledge of God, how unsearchable are His judgments and His ways past finding out." But just because we can't know everything about God, it doesn't mean we can't know anything about God. We can know that the Bible teaches that the Godhead is composed of three personalities, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, unified in one divine nature.